Hey everybody, and welcome back to the farm. Today, my little garden fairy, Eliza, and I are working on a really small project. So this is going to be a short video, but now is the perfect time. It's February 4th, and we're getting into the garden. This mulch that's in this landscaped bed right here up at our party space is just kind of finished. It has broken down so much that really tons of weeds are going to grow through it, and as soon as spring hits, I'm going to be out here weeding. So I hate weeding. I'm going to do everything that I can to avoid it. So what we're doing is we have to lay down fresh mulch anyway, because this mulch, you can see all the red clay through it. It's not doing a good job of being a water barrier and keeping the ground evenly moist, and it's not keeping weeds out. So before I order a whole pallet full of mulch for this garden bed, we are laying down cardboard everywhere. I have a buddy at the mall that was doing a dumpster run full of cardboard, and I was like, can I have that? And he said yeah. He thought I was weird. But anyway, what we're doing is we're just ripping up cardboard and we are shoving it into all the cracks and crevices that we can get into. Then when our mulch gets here, I can just throw it on top. The cardboard will eventually break down. It's a great additive in your compost pile. And so it will be perfectly fine right here, even if I never remove it, because it's gonna turn back into dirt anyway. And then I don't have to weed. So anyway, let's just take a closer look. And then I'm gonna tell you a little bit of my pruning needs that are here. The time is here to prune everything back, and almost everything in this garden needs a good trim. So I'm really looking forward to summer. I think this is going to be its prettiest year yet, but only if I take care of weeds and getting the shape of everything under control. As you can see here, I've got two sunshine ligustrums, and then I've got this Hetz midget right here, super cute. This is not going to be pruned at all, but as you can see, these ligustrums look like they're going through like an ugly duckling molting stage, like my chickens go through. Don't worry about this. If your ligustrums look like this time of year, that's completely normal. It's not you. They're begging to be pruned. So a good hard prune right now is not going to hurt them. They will respond really well to it. Eventually, I want this to grow in. Oh, sorry, I can't focus. I want this to grow in to look like a nice solid hedge right there. And then I leave all this spot right here for my annuals. Right here, I've got a really beautiful, I think this is Perfect Storm, or I can't remember which Proven Winners hibiscus this is, but it's a big, giant pink one. I'll show you a video of what it looks like in all her glory. This gets taken back as close to the ground as I can get it. The hibiscus is going to grow on new growth only, so all of these sticks you see right here, they got to go. I'm going to wait just a little bit longer on this. I don't like water getting into the hollow spot of its branches. Those were uh-ohs that happened some time ago, and so I don't like water getting in there. I'm going to make sure that I wait, because the hibiscus is pretty prone to root rot. It's got some good drainage because it does have an incline right here. See, here's where you can see, look at all the weeds that are coming up through this mulch. This mulch is just tired. It's old, it's broken down. It's really just not doing its job anymore. So next, I've got lavender. I did miss my pruning time. I'm still learning. This is the Phenomenal Lavender, my absolute favorite for growing in the Piedmont of North Carolina. Doesn't mind our humidity. It is evergreen throughout the winter. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I want a lavender field eventually. That is coming. And then as you can see all the weeds growing in through here? We don't need that. I don't have room for that in my life. Now, right here, I have got rose bushes that are crowding in with my butterfly bushes. Here's another picture of how pretty this is in the summer. Take it in. Do you love it? Isn't it amazing? But this needs a really hard prune. Now, this is supposed to be a drift. This is the coral drift rose. Why it's this enormous? It's standing at 4 feet. It really loves this spot, and so I'm hesitant to move it. It was never supposed to get this big. I don't want to move it because it's happy here, but so it's going to get a hard prune back. And then I don't like how they grow together. I don't like a crowded garden. The spacing was not ideal, but like I said, it was supposed to be smaller than that. This is the Grand Cascade butterfly bush. What a perfect specimen this bush is. It's getting a very hard prune back. I'm taking it back by half, I think. Here's another rose bush. Another butterfly bush. Here's another rose bush. Do you guys want to see something really funny? My friend, that is a beer can. I think that might be 2 beer cans. Sometimes I go and get those really cheap dollar beers, and I pour half of it out and leave the other half sitting like that, because you know who loves beer? Slugs and snails. They climb in there. I bet if I dumped that out right there, it would be like a whole slug graveyard. So that's the easiest slug trap I have ever found. It works fantastic. I don't like putting slug pellets down, even though they work well, but my chickens will find it and they'll eat it. This is a autumn twist. I don't love it. I'm just not a fan of the stripy flower, unfortunately. If you want this bush, will you come dig it up? You can have it. It's a gorgeous specimen. It's still kind of a baby. It doesn't fit with what I'm trying to do here. It's a really pretty flower. I don't like striped flowers, unfortunately. Moving on, rosebush, Grand Cascade. Now over here, this part of this garden just gets neglected, but I have Russian sage. This is gonna get trimmed back really, really hard. This is wonderful in this aquapot. This aquapot broke coming off of the pallet that it was on, and so I got it for free. And I don't care that it looks like that, because the flowers inside of it during the summer, it looks so pretty. And sometimes I put annuals that trail down. You can even see this grody pot. But that's going to get trimmed. Sorry about the cold, guys. It is what it is. And this is, I always forget what this is. This is why I have to leave my plant tags on. Reveal yourself. Ah, the quick fire pad. This is such a perfect petite hydrangea. It's just beautiful. This is going to get cut back by about only a third. So like I said, we are just laying this cardboard down. I am going to keep extending cardboard underneath because weeds like to grow in through there. And then this space is going to be ready for all the annuals that I throw in here. Last year, the 3 annuals that just outperformed everything else were Cleome. I love the Senorita Cleome from Proven Winners. It's about a 2.5 foot tall. It really doesn't need a lot of attention or water. Once it's there and it's established, it's just fantastic. It's a taller plant, and so if you need color and presence and deer resistance, the deer hate it. The deer hate it. I do think that I have had a few plants that were nibbled on. The deer love azalea, so I saw some nibble evidence, so I don't want them on my roses for sure. So I'm going to add Cleome as a deer deterrent. That's not the only reason, but also the sun patients, the white sun patients, holy cow, what a wonderful presence they were from the road. They're enormous. They do get wimpy in the summer heat, but they bounce right back. If you can like change your watering schedule to add an extra watering at like 3 o'clock in the heat of the day, they do great. And then the other was begonias. I never thought I would be a begonia fan, but pink begonias are, I'm a big fan. So anyhow, that's the work that's going into this garden. Sorry this video was so short, but that's what it is. Liza, say bye.
Bye.
Have a good day, and we'll see you soon. See, you fit into the little spots. Oh, you know what? This is evidence of a horse that went for a little freedom run the other day. That's really good. Can we lay it down? Yeah. Oh, here, I see a piece of trash. You want to throw that to me while you're at it too? Do you see it right by your hand? Look down. You want to throw it to me? Nice throw. That's a really good spot. You wedged it in perfect. If you have really high winds, or for some reason your cardboard is moving around a lot, you can use landscape staples and pin them in. That's been tricky in the past. If I ever have like needed my landscape staples to be removed, finding them under mulch is really, really annoying. Ideally, I would put cardboard down and then throw the mulch right on top of it so the wind can't blow it away. But I'm not ready yet. So I'm gonna see if these just stay here, and I hope that the wind won't mess with them. I could water them in. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll make them kind of heavy. But yeah, if you need them to stay there, just one landscape staple here or there, or lots and lots of layers to make it heavy. I'm supposed to remove the tape. I don't have time for that.